Welcome to Clearwater County Podcasts, where we discuss topics of interest for residents and businesses of Clearwater County. Hi, I'm Jerry Pratt with Clearwater County, the Economic Development Officer for the county, and I'm here with Nichole for the Rocky Mountain House Agriculture Society, or Rocky Ag Society for short. Hello, Nichole.
Hi, Jerry. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you.
It's nice to see some... Oh, you've got a mosquito right in your forehead?
Awesome.
That's what comes with all this rain and now the sun that we've got, eh? So the Ag Society. What is an Ag Society?
So our Ag Society for Rocky, we push a lot of agriculture into our community so people have access to agriculture. We especially like initiatives that involve youth in agriculture that are going to be continuing on generation after generation, bringing agriculture to our society. And our Ag Society basically just tries to get agriculture out in the community.
Okay, so my understanding is there are a variety of programs and events that you host?
Yeah, you might see us at events such as the Canada Day at the historic site. We attend the Leslieville Block Party. We will be in the Rocky Parade and a couple other events throughout the year.
And you held, there was a farm tour for kids of some type that happened?
Yeah, so the Ag Society is part of the EAT Tour, the Educational Agriculture Tour that the county puts on every year for grades 4 students within the county and the towns. Basically, we bus the kids to 4 different farms. They get to learn about agriculture practices at a horse farm, a dairy farm, a mixed farm, and a beef farm, which is really great for some of these kids that have never had experiences on farms before.
Yeah, in the cities, and even in towns like Rocky Mountain House, we now have a huge chunk of our population that are 2, even 3 generations removed from a farm. And so even though our food all comes from there, and 100 years ago, life was very rural, that is not the case today. We have far more people living in city centers and urban centers, and they don't understand what's going on. So I'm glad you guys participate in that tour to show kids where their milk comes from, where their meat comes from, and the crops and so on. What else does the Ag Society do? What is something you want people to know about you?
So we do a lot of supporting youth in our community. We have programs where youth can apply for camps, for example, leadership camps and stuff like that, like 4-H programming. We support youth rodeo, our local pony clubs, gymkhana clubs, 4-H clubs, basically just different youth organizations that apply to us. We provide them with funding and different opportunities.
Okay. And one of the big ones that happens every year, it's coming up in August, I think August 16th, 17th, something like that. We'll make sure we have the right date on here, is Open Farm Days.
Yeah. So
what is Open Farm Days to you?
So Open Farm Days to me is the opportunity for people to go see how different farms are run and operate throughout Alberta. It's a great opportunity for farm kids to go see and farmers to go see how other farms are run and get different ideas, but also for people that don't have the opportunity to visit a working farm to go see what actually happens out here in the country and what farmers are up to.
Okay. And this year we have 4 participants in the county, and you guys do a regular tour as well. So I made sure I printed them off so I didn't forget anybody. So we have Hemingway Heritage Farm Nature Preserve, which is actually where we're filming this. Do you know what they're offering?
Yeah, so if you come and visit these guys, they have a beautiful little sheep herd of some soy sheep. It's an Icelandic little collection of sheep that they have here, a little Icelandic farm. They have a nature preserve, so you can see their little pond and all the things that they do to try and preserve nature within our county on their little farm here. And if you visit with Janina and John, they are great resources for everything about watersheds, nature, and things of that sort out here in the Leslieville area.
And then we have Matthew Farms, which is down near Caroline.
Yeah, so last year at Matthew Farms, that's a mixed farm. We learned a lot about rotational grazing. One of the highlights there was their little baby pigs they had running around that were just born a few weeks prior to us being there. And they had a variety of items for us to see, including their sheep herd as well.
A new one on the tour that's doing this year is Rocky Wolf Ranch.
Yeah, we're excited for Rocky Wolf Ranch to be joining our tour this year. They're fairly new to the area, and it's exciting to see a different outlook from your standard farm, to see something a little bit more, different that's just not always seen in the area. they were in the Rocky Parade. We got to meet them there and see what their little wolf farm is all about.
Yeah, the names, some people expect wolves when they go, but they have Canadian sled dogs, which is a very rare breed, and then Alaskan Malamutes. And I will say they're quite noisy when you drive up, but they calm down within a minute. And they're also horse training experts as well. So it'd be interesting to see what they do there. And then Little Farm on Wall Street.
Yeah, Little Farm on Wall Street is a great stop as well. They have a little market set up usually every year. You can buy bouquets that you get to pick yourself in their gardens. They usually have a couple food trucks there, so it's a good place to go for lunch if you're visiting. And they also will have an antique car show. If you stop by at the right time, you'll see them as well.
Okay. And the Ag Society is doing a tour itself?
Yeah, so the Ag Society is doing a tour. We've done it for a few years now. We started at Leslieville Hall this year. We are going to visit 4 farms in our local county. Then we are going to return back to Leslieville Hall for a locally prepared lunch, or dinner, I guess. So Sandra Wolf is going to be cooking us up a dinner with locally produced items. In the past, she's done beautiful salads with vegetables that were grown in local greenhouses, meat that actually have come from some of the farms we visit on the tour, and other things that she collects from the farms that we visit throughout the day and our local county.
Okay, sounds cool. Now, you've got a couple of kids here. I don't want to get them on camera, but would any of them like to say what their favorite part of Open Farm Days is?
I'm sure they would. Would you guys like to say what your favorite part of Open Farm Days is?
My favorite part of Open Farm Day is when we got to see the little baby get his house.
Okay. So is there anything else you would like people just to know about the Rocky Ag Society before we close?
Basically, if you guys are interested in joining our tour, you can contact the Rocky Ag Society. We have a Facebook page, we have a website, and we are listed on the Open Farm Days. Although our site says we're sold out, our tour is still open, so anybody can contact us, and we'll get you on our tour for this year.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me. We planned it under a shelter because the weather was not looking great, but it turned out to be a beautiful morning.
Yes, thank you, Jerry.